Okay, data. How much data are you going to need? Well, depending on the tools you use, you may never need to acquire data. So we have multiple ways to install. An example is the D-zone. It's a tool which looks back in time and builds dispersion zones. This indicator needs tons of data, and it gives you what happens next, how far it'll move, and how long it will take. Now, data caching, this is when an indicator that needs lots of data is pre-processed and saved on your hard drive. We have cached some of the data functionalities, and the data is stored under dealing desk files, and it's 6.6 gigs for 20 years. This allows most instant access to pattern zones and indicator zones, but we haven't cached out the D zone yet. We've cached out patterns and indicators, but not the D zone. Now, MetaTrader stores its data in both offline and online mode. The offline data comes from MetaQuotes, and it goes back to 1970 in 1 and 5 minute bars. This data is not viewed as the highest quality. This is an excellent site to learn about the data. Okay, MetaQuotes data can have holes in it and become correct. It can be tested with an EA from MT4I. This EA checks data integrity. The installer of our tools can come with or without data. This data can be ported to other dealing desks unless they have the same timestamp as IBFX. The database for all pairs going back is 4.6 gigs, another 4.6 gigs if you want the historical data. So you can install the data with the tools. You'll have data already set up on your charts and options, but it'll cause it to go slow. Just install the cached data. That will be 4 gigs less data. Or install the data and import and set up your self-using scripts. Okay. Now, you can install it with no data. This isn't going to be about how to grab it with no data. But if you're not using certain indicators, you don't have to do this. Now, the cache data is really important for back testing. When the EAs are installed, the data will automatically go in cached data for the euro. Okay, for the euro, it'll be in there. But I can show you how to do that. Now, how to prepare the platform. Setting up the platform to receive data. Go to Tools, Options, Charts, and set the max bars to 100,000 and the max stars on chart to 900,000. Now, we could control this ourselves, but we didn't want to set it up this way. We wanted you to have to do it, to go through, and because you may not want to use that much data. So if you don't want to use it, don't set this. If you hit F2, this box comes up and will allow you to download data from the 1970s. The data, we've already done the data back to 2000, but after 2000, the volume just drops off. Don't do this. Download the data we're going to give you. Don't download anything in here. If you need data, we're going to give it to you because we've checked most of it. Now, what options do I have? Install all the data, install the cached data, or import it. Now, each one of these, you will be given a link, and it will say cached, historical data, and experts, and another one will say indicators. And those will be what you'll be installing. Thanks.